Who the fuck is that guy?
I make my own moves, yeah, I'm bossing.
All weak bitches, please proceed to the exit.
Is there no one else? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
We are not for the weak.
You can talk about how you like mukbangs now.
No. For sure don't like mukbangs. Just sounds like gunk that you get stuck in like the back of your throat. Like, what was that? Oh, dude, sorry, I had a mukbang.
Ugh. It sounds like a disgusting flavor.
It's like, what was that? Oh, that was a mukbang.
Whoa. Sorry.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Not for the Weak podcast. It's your boy James.
It is your boy OJ.
Back at it like a crack addict.
But only the good crack.
Yeah.
The podcast crack.
That pod crack.
That pod crack.
That pea crack.
The pea crack. Welcome back to the pea crack.
It's the name of our new podcast.
Pea crack podcast.
Anyway. Back at it. Before we get too far into it, though, make sure you guys check out notfortheweak.com. Grab some merch. Because we're slanging some t-shirts and merch to support the podcast. And yeah.
And tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
And leave us a 5-star review. If you listen to us all the time, you already know the spiel. But if you're new, now you know.
The biggest thing is telling a friend, though, because it is stupid hard to grow a podcast. Because everyone has a podcast now. And everyone has like their loyalties to podcasts. Like, oh, I only listen to Rogan. Or, oh, I only listen to The Fighter and the Kid.
Or, oh, I only listen to Not for the Weak.
Yeah. So it's hard to like break into a new group of people that are into podcasts. So tell a friend.
Yeah, we're all adults here.
Yeah.
Just
basically,
go ahead and just tell everyone.
Yeah. Throw that shit on the gram.
Throw it on the gram.
Anyway.
Slap it right on the gram. Pretend the gram is a skillet and this podcast is a nice piece of bacon. A couple pieces of bacon. Slap it right on the...
Why are you talking about bacon right now? I'm like 2 days out from my show and bacon sounds so fucking good. Some nice crispy ass bacon, dude.
Ass bacon.
Well, that's where you get the bacon from. It's from the ass of the pig.
That's true.
I don't know. Actually, it was just a guess.
Pig ass.
Pig ass.
Technically, a lot of people eat ass then. If you really think about it. People are like, I don't eat ass. Do you like bacon?
Do you like bacon?
Well, you eat
a lot of
pig
people
ass.
don't eat bacon, though.
Yeah, that's true.
And those people are weird.
Yeah, bacon's hella good, dude.
Bro, you don't know unless you've had bacon. Like, if you've never had bacon and then you're like, oh, it's just pig, probably could get away without it.
Yeah, the sound of pig ass doesn't sound
But
good.
Once you've had bacon, it's like life-changing. Like, nothing's better than like a nice, crispy piece of bacon on like a BLT, like a toasted BLT.
Question. Have you ever had good bacon from a restaurant, or do you find that the best bacon you've ever had is the bacon that you cook yourself?
Both. Yeah. I make some good-ass fucking bacon.
Typically, people do, because you can make your bacon however you want.
Well, that's the thing, is bacon's so subjective. People are like, oh, I only like it when it's crispy. Oh, I only like it when it's soggy as fuck. Like, they have like specific reasons.
What's your preferred
honestly
type of bacon?
It depends. Depends on the mood.
I don't
like the super crispy though. Like, I like it when it's crispy, but like,
you don't like
I want it to be able to bend. Like, I don't want you to bite into it and it just crumbles into a fucking million pieces.
Gets stuck in your teeth.
Well, not even just that. Just like, I feel like if you're holding it, you take a bite out of it and like the rest of the piece like crumbles because of the bite. It's like you took away some of the structure and so now it just falls apart. But like crispy enough that like you can still hold it up and it'll bend. It'll flop a little bit. Oh man,
bacon does sound good, dude.
You know, a major key, cooking it in the oven. I'll throw it in the oven every now and then. If I'm feeling a little lazy, and it'll turn out nice. Sprinkle a little brown sugar on there.
Oh, dude. Ooh. Kai just made me some chicken, and she used chicken broth and brown sugar, and she like cooked like the wings in like a crock pot and let it sit for a couple hours. It's probably like the best chicken wings I've ever had, dude.
So she cooked it with the broth and the
With the
brown
broth
sugar
and the brown
in
sugar.
the crock pot?
Yeah, like yeah. So she made like that's like her sauce is chicken broth with brown sugar, and then she threw the wings in and cooked it in that for like 5 hours or so.
Ooh.
And it just like, dude, it was like biting into like
Heaven.
Meaty
Just
heaven.
bit into heaven. Nothing's better than some good chicken wings, dude. Like just like the fact that you have to like put effort into it, like break them apart and like, I don't know.
Unless you're Eric the Electric, then you just like,
That too.
have you ever seen him?
Yeah, you just throw the whole thing in your mouth, pull it out clean.
I tried that yesterday, and it just looked like I was sucking a dick, dude. I was like,
You're like deep throating a wing.
guy's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm trying to do the Eric the Electric.
There's also nothing that is less attractive to watch than watching somebody eat some chicken wings. Like you could be 10 out of 10 Playboy Playmate of the Year, fucking,
And they're just like,
and just trying to eat some chicken wings, and there's no way you can make it look attractive.
oh, dude, and when you're like stuffed up or you're just fat like me, you like eat chicken wings and you breathe heavily. Like, dude.
And you're breathing even harder because you have to put the effort into eating the chicken wings. So now it's
Yeah,
like,
so you're like,
it's like minute 20 on the Stairmaster over there.
I'm just like punching myself in the face thinking about that sound.
And it's always so fucking messy.
Yeah. Kai was eating chicken wings and because she's so damn pregnant, she's a hard time breathing, and so she was like eating and breathing at the same time. And I was just like, oh my fucking God.
You're hearing the smacking of the
She's
lips.
like, what?
And
I'm like, I'm getting so angry right now. She's like, what? I'm like, because you're fucking breathing.
just you breathing over there.
Just you breathing
It's pissing
right
me
now?
off right now.
She's like, no, she didn't. But yeah, no, I was just like, fucking. I was like, I don't know why, but that sound just drives me nuts. Like the combination of breathing and eating at the same time, because you know that
it's the thing about it too is it's like certain times too, like,
oh, dude,
like certain times it's like you just start to hear it and you're like, fuck. But then like other times it's like,
yeah, it's
you
what
kind of brush it off. Because that happened to me the other day with Christy. Christy was like, she was like chewing gum, but like I was like irrationally like tuned in, and so it was just like, it was literally like extra fucking loud. You know what I mean?
She was right in your ear.
It like wasn't louder, but like it sounded way louder.
Mm-hmm. That's how I was. Yeah, I was just like, fuck, dude. I was like, are you having a hard time breathing? I literally
Do
said
you need me
that.
to get you a tissue?
I literally said that, and she was like, yeah, why? And I was like, I know. Like, I know you are, dude.
Because I can hear you.
Like, dude, everyone, the fucking neighbors can hear you chewing right now. Poor Kai, man.
It's so weird though. Like, but like, I'm so self-conscious of it now because because of how annoying it gets to me, and like how annoyed I get by other people. That like I found myself eating the other day, and I was like starving. I was like in the middle of this prep, like literally, I'll finish my meal, and like not even 5 minutes later, I'm like, when can I eat again? You know what I mean? Like I'm starving. So like 2.5 hours, like I have it marked down. Like as soon as 2.5 hours hits, I'm heating my shit up, right? And so like I get my food, I'm just so starving. I'm like, oh my God, and just start shoveling it in, and like I hear myself like eating, and I'm like, I can hear it. So it's way louder for somebody else. I know that somebody's gonna hear this and it's like, you know what I mean? Just like super fucking loud. And I'm just like, I caught myself like, stop. I'm like, chill, James.
It's okay.
I was like, chew really quietly now. So it's like so you're like making that effort to like chew super quiet.
Like,
it's like not enjoyable at all,
dude. And the problem is like when you have a hard time breathing and you're eating, you have to open mouth breathe. So
like you're sick, like you're sick or whatever.
I'm like, fuck, dude. I annoy myself when I do that, and I'm like, dude, am I 9,000 pounds? No. Why am I acting like it right now? Like eating a bowl of cereal, I'm just like.
You're on the casting couch for My 600-Pound Life over there.
Oh, jeez. I'm like, welcome. Dr. fucking Nazardin's like,
you will lose 30 pounds
you
this
need
month.
to lose 30 pounds. for me to approve you for weight loss surgery. Dr. Nazardin looks like he needs to lose a little bit of weight. A little tubby in the midsection.
You know what? He probably does, but he's like, he sees so many gigantic people that he's like, I don't look like this.
He
I'm
eats
good.
for them.
Yeah. He's like, I'm good.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll eat the food for
It's
them.
like how you like big fish, little pond. He's like little fish in a massive pond.
Very large in the ocean.
Yeah. So he's like, well, I don't look like that, so I'm good right now.
Yeah. Poor people.
Dude, some of that time, that show's tough. That show's tough for me to watch.
It's hard for me to be like, I understand. Like, I always find myself like, what the fuck? Oh, because all I hear is excuses. Like, that show is a show of excuses.
That's exactly what it is. It's like once you're like you've experienced that enough, and like just like working as a personal trainer and whatnot, you see all the fucking excuses. And so then like you see that, and it's like manifested the classic examples of like, you know, like I was watching some episode the other day with Chrissy, and it was like, why'd you let she lost the weight, or no, she had surgery, lost the weight, and now she was back and she put on like 300 more pounds.
Regained.
And, she like regained like 2 people. And she was in there, and he's like, well, why'd you regain? And she's like, well, like I had some family issues and this and this. And it's like, but you gained 300 pounds. Like why'd you let yourself gain 300 pounds? Like maybe 100 pounds. Like I had some family. That's still a lot of fucking weight.
But I
like,
guess someone who struggles with food,
I don't know. I have a hard issue with it. Like I get it. I understand it. Everyone has like issues and addictions and whatnot, but
300 pounds, dude.
It's one of those things where it's just like,
it's probably like my cat died. It's, okay, so
it's one of those things that, you know what I don't get about it is, like, I get it from a personal standpoint. Like, you're in a dark fucking place, and so you just start eating to like feel better, right? What I don't get is the people around. Like, the people around that are like, you don't have any supportive fucking people in your life. Like,
everyone's
your group of people around you, not even necessarily enabling, but you don't have anybody in your group that's just like, what the fuck are you doing with your life?
Well, and I hate it because like the people who are like, I've tried to tell her and she gets mad. It's like, fuck that. Keep telling her.
Dude, if I was doing that shit, if I was sitting at home eating fucking bonbons, getting fat as fuck, Chris would be like, what the fuck are you doing? She'd be like, what are you doing?
Like, it tastes
I'd be like, I had a rough day. And she'd be like, all right, whatever. A week later, still doing the same shit. What are you fucking doing? Oh, I had a rough day. Suck it the fuck up, dude.
A week?
She'd be like, get off the fucking couch.
A rough week?
You know what I mean? Like, that shit's cool for like a day or two, maybe a week. Let yourself get away with a week of like, hey, I feel like shit. I'm gonna wallow in my sympathy for a week. But then after that, you got to have somebody that's like, get the fuck off the couch and go fucking do something.
It's like a huge mixture of being mentally weak, not having the support to push you, and just an assload of excuses.
Well, I think that the excuses tie into the mentally weak part.
I guess so.
I mean, like,
because that's why they're making excuses.
Yeah, they're finding reasons to justify their behavior.
So it's mental weakness,
and it's tough because like I feel like you can't nowadays, especially. I feel like you can't talk about that shit. Like, we can't talk about that because neither of us has been in that situation. You know what I mean? And like, people are gonna look at us and be like, "Oh, you guys don't know how it is. Like, you've never been fat and overweight like that."
Well,
it's
let's dissect the whole thing.
Yeah.
So they're fat. Why? Like, we've never been that fat. I've been 310 pounds, mind you.
You've been overweight, yeah.
But I mean, I guess I'm still considered overweight. We've never been 600 pounds. But the things that these people have gone through, that is their crutch for why they're 600 pounds, a lot of it is stuff you or me have been through, right?
Yeah.
Why are we not 600 pounds too?
Exactly. Well,
you're going to tell us, what are you going to say then?
I'm not arguing that at all. I'm just saying, like, nowadays, like, it's super common, especially on social media. If like you were to come out and say something like the fact that these people have allowed themselves to get like that is ridiculous. Like, it's a ridiculous thing. Like, how in the fuck is this an epidemic in our country? How in the fuck is this an issue? Like, we're literally in a country where, like, people are dying because they're eating too much fucking food. Like, do you know how ridiculous that sounds? It's not even like they're starving. They're literally dying from eating too much fucking food.
So Kaya which is crazy to me because some countries, like you go to a place like Somalia, like Somalia, that's like an anarchist country. Like there's no government. Like it's ran by pirates. Like kids eat fucking like whatever they can find.
Well, shit, there's parts of the U.S. that are like that.
Yeah, but there's even exactly. But so Kaya follows these people that are like extremely overweight, like my 600-pound life overweight, and they're a couple. And one of their posts on Instagram.
Wait, she follows them like they're friends of hers?
No,
or
they're like big time Instagram people, whatever.
Okay.
And she was showing me this post, and it was like her and her husband holding up a letterboard, and it's like, yes, we're fat, yes, we don't care, thank you for your concern or whatever. And then it was like a big caption explaining how they don't care about what you have to say about them being fat or unhealthy, and that's their choice. And I'm thinking in my head, like, you don't understand. Like, you don't get that people aren't. And I was reading the comments. Some of them were fucked up, but a lot of them were saying stuff like, you don't realize what you're doing to your body is like what you're doing is not healthy, and you're killing yourself. Like, it's not about I don't care what I'm doing. It's like, no, it's like you're compromising the health of your entire body. Like you're going to start shutting functions of your body down. Like,
well, that's the thing is like they don't care now. Like in the moment, they don't care what they're doing because they're getting enjoyment from whatever they're doing, whatever they're eating, and that's fine. If you're happy, that's cool. But you need to realize that like 5, 10, 20 years down the road, if you make it that far, you're going to have some massive fucking health issues, and you're going to look back at this and be like, damn, I wish I had done it a little differently. And that's not to say like, hey, if you're fucking happy, be happy, like, right? But like, and I'm not trying to judge you if you're like, if you're getting that big, I'm going to have a little bit of judgment for you because you're just killing yourself. But like, if you're like, a little bit overweight or you're a bit overweight and like you're happy, like, and you don't have an issue with that, that's fine. Be you, do you, right?
But these people are like I said, like, these people are like 600 pounds.
Yeah. But if you're like that heavy to the point where like chances are you can't work a normal job, you're probably going to collect some sort of disability, and you're putting a burden on those around you because like they have to drive you, they have to clean up for you and do all this shit because you are not able to because you're so fucking big. You know what I mean?
Get in the shower.
Then I have an issue. Like, oh shit, I was on Facebook like it was a while ago, but there was like a chick on Facebook and her goal was to become the fattest person on earth. And she had like some boyfriend and the boyfriend was like feeding her and like helping her get there. Like he's like being the supportive boyfriend. Oh, that's your goal. Like fucking weirdo. First off,
what kind of
fucking
goal
weirdo.
is that?
But her goal was to become the fattest person on earth, and she couldn't work. Right?
How big was she?
She was like 600 pounds, maybe 700 pounds. She wanted to get like 1,000 pounds.
Oh my god! I don't think
you could make it there, but that was her goal. But she was making, money off of. She wasn't collecting like disability or anything, which is good. But she was like making money from like that's like a fetish site, like people like like people watching her eat food and shit. So she was making money through that. So like in that respect, your goal is ridiculous and you're going to die, but it's not affecting anybody else. So except for your weird boyfriend, but
who's like falling more and more in love with you as you gain more weight.
Who has his own issues because he's enjoying feeding you and like that's like I don't know, it's fucking weird. But more power to the both of you because it's not affecting anybody else. But like
whatever.
It's when it starts affecting other people, and when it's detrimental to your fucking health in the long run, I have an issue with that. Like, you're killing yourself, and you don't need to be. I don't know.
That's how I am too. And like, same thing with that post. I'm like, dude, like, you guys are so stupid. Like, you're right. Like, there's a difference between like being like a little overweight and being happy and whatnot. But there's like it's another thing to just completely be like totally oblivious to like the side effects of what you're doing. Like, to not even realize how much you're damaging your body right now. What if you lose all that weight? You're gonna have a bunch of fucking problems with your skin, and like you're
gonna have to get skin surgery for sure.
You're destroying your body. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. It's just when I was reading the post and I was like, and the hateful comments, I was like, well, uncalled for.
Yeah, the hateful comments are unnecessary. Like, you don't need to fucking go on there and just bash the people.
But if you come at everything from like a caring standpoint, I guess, because you care, you know.
Yeah,
you care about yourself,
and that's a huge issue too. Is like nowadays, it's like the whole body positivity and whatnot, and like love yourself and love who you are and whatnot. And I think people like that's super important. Like, and I'm super behind that movement. Like, yeah, you got to like be comfortable with who you are and love who you are. But like, there's a difference between like loving who you are and like we've talked about this before, like there's a difference between like loving who you are as a person and being happy with who you are, but still wanting to have the best for yourself, right? Like, so if you're 600 pounds and you love who you are, and that's awesome. But if you truly loved who you were, you would also want to better yourself,
and
right?
You would know that being 600 pounds is not what's the best.
You would be like, hey, I love who I am, but I can become an even better version of myself when I get healthier.
People just get confused, like they get the loving yourself thing confused.
And part of that too is like there's so much hate out there. Like immediately, like people become defensive as soon as you start bringing it up. Like, oh, you're fucking attacking me because I'm fat. It's like, no, I'm not attacking you because you're fat. I want you to be healthy. You know, I want you to live the life that you want to live. But if you continue this path, you're not going to be around to live the life you want, or you're not going to be able to have kids, or you're not going to be able to, you know, go on certain vacations and do fun stuff because you're unable to move. You know what I mean? So there's a difference between body positivity and caring for, or there isn't a difference between having body positivity and also wanting someone to be in a better situation. Boom.
Knowledge bombs for you guys.
Knowledge bombs.
What the fuck started that, dude?
I don't even know.
We just care, you guys. That's all. Don't go out there and be. You don't need. There's no reason for any of you, to be 600 pounds. There's not an excuse in the world for you to be 600 pounds.
No, there's really not an excuse for you to be even 400 pounds.
Even strong men are still healthy.
Yeah. Well, debatably healthy.
Yeah, I'm
like
considering
like Thor is. He's
lean,
in
though.
good-ish shape, but that's not healthy for his body to be that fucking big.
Yeah. But for his sport?
Oh, he's good for his sport.
For his sport, it's like...
And in the grand scheme of things, he's not as unhealthy as... Like, he's healthier than most people. No. But it's still not good for his body to be that. Like, it's not good for his, you know, heart and circulation, kidneys to have to take care of a body that big. But...
A 450-pound frame.
But he's not going to be 450 pounds forever.
No.
You know? I'm sure once he gets done competing,
it's hard. It's hard to the amount of food they have to eat to sustain that.
I mean, he could skip a few meals easily and like be fine.
Yeah. And
he would drop weight super fast, I bet.
Oh, yeah.
But like, I don't know. Yeah. Fuck. It's funny too, because it's like one of those things like people talk about it all the time with like me doing the show, because I have some gnarly fucking cravings, right? Like I'm like craving everything. Like pizza sounds so good right now.
I had pizza last night.
I haven't had pizza in months. I can't tell you the last time I had a pizza. It's been probably at least 4 months.
I wonder what they put in pizza to make it so addicting. Like,
I don't
everyone
know.
loves
But
pizza.
there's nothing better than this good fucking pizza.
Who doesn't like pizza?
Weirdos.
If you don't like
Weirdos.
pizza, you're fucking weird.
You're not a friend of mine if you don't like pizza.
Unsubscribe.
You're for sure not friends with either of us.
You probably don't even follow any of us.
No, they don't. They don't follow us.
And if you did, we don't.
They probably don't even have a gram.
They probably don't. And if they
They
did,
probably still have a MySpace.
you're probably still on AOL.
That AIM life.
That AIM life.
But yeah, what I was gonna say is like I have these gnarly cravings, right? And people are like, "Oh man, what are you gonna eat? Like you're gonna get so fat after your show." It's like, yeah, I have a massive cabinet of goodies at home. I have like 10 boxes of cereal. I have, a huge Costco bag size of lemon chocolate covered almonds.
That sounds so good.
Chrissy's making all these massive cookies and treats and shit tonight for our show. And it's like, yeah, I'm going to eat a lot of that. I'm going to crush a lot of that. Like, all that's going down. But at the same time, like, I'm not going to continue to eat like that. Like, I'm going to give myself Sunday. I'm going to give myself Monday.
I might give myself Tuesday.
I'm going to give myself Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm going to give myself like 2 weeks. No, I'm going to give myself Sunday and Monday. And then I'm going to do a lunch on Tuesday. And I'm back on track aside from that. Because the thing about this is like the food that I'm eating right now, I actually really enjoy. It's literally just the portion size that are too small. And so...
yeah, it smelled great. I walked in, I was like, oh, that smells fucking...
And like that was my tilapia and rice meal. People are like, oh, tilapia sucks.
I love
no, you don't
tilapia,
cook it right.
first of all.
You don't cook it right. Because Jeremy just walked in while I was eating my fish meal and he said it smelled delicious.
Yeah, it smelled... I didn't even know what it was. I saw you eating rice, and I was like, there's no way that was just rice.
No, there was some fish and some pico and some mustard. And
I'm a huge fish fan, so... Hey.
More than one kind of fish, too. That's another thing I miss, sushi.
I was like, oh. Sushi's good.
Sushi.
That raw fish.
That raw.
I like that raw. Rolled up in a little
raw.
rice and seaweed wrap.
Little raw.
Little salmon. Cucumber.
With some little crunchies in there.
Crunches.
Some sesame seeds.
Sesame seeds. People are like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways, continue about crushing all
So
your food.
yeah, so like my food right now is enjoyable. Like I enjoy it. And the thing about that is like the cravings, like you don't need to eat all that shit. Like once I eat like a little bit of that, I'm gonna be good. Like once I satisfy a little bit of that sweet tooth, I'll be fine. Like I don't need to have all that. I will have some of it because I want to. But like I'm not gonna be like, oh man, I need this. I'm not gonna continue to eat that all fucking week. Like I enjoy the healthy food that I eat. Like if you cook food right, you can cook the most boring shit in the world, chicken and rice, and it will taste amazing. My chicken and rice meals are amazing. You season it right, you cook it right, you heat it up right.
How do you cook your rice? Because my rice tastes like fucking shit.
I have a rice.
I love
I have
rice.
a rice cooker.
Well, so do I. Maybe I don't think I put enough water.
I usually do double the water. So
Double?
whatever amount of rice I put in there, I
Like
double.
2 cups, so 4 cups of water.
Yeah.
2 cups of rice, 4 cups of water.
It also depends what kind of rice you cook.
I have like that Golden State jasmine rice. California
Jasmine rice, yeah, for sure. So like, that's what I do. So I do double water.
Double.
And it only takes.
Double.
Mine's weird. My rice cooker's weird. It doesn't have like a bunch of settings. It literally just has a little switch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mine
And
says like white rice, brown rice, keep warm.
so I'd go white rice, and I throw a little bit of garlic powder and
see, that's
a
where I go
tiny
wrong.
splash of like chicken broth and a little bit of sea salt.
Do you put all that in before you?
Yeah, I put that all in with the rice.
Okay.
And then I don't let it sit in the rice cooker for very long. I take it right out as soon as it's cooked. Because, like, the longer you leave it in there, like, the more the water evaporates. Like, the longer you leave it warming. And I know it's like, some people say, like, oh, it's not good to reheat rice. Whatever.
Dude, not so much recently, but I used to reheat rice fucking 5-6 times a day, bro.
I love Stan Efferding, but he says to like, that's like one of his things, like don't reheat rice. I forget exactly why, but I don't think it's that big of an issue. You know what the game changer is though? This prep, I don't microwave my food anymore.
Yeah, I know. I noticed.
I microwave the rice meals because the rice is weird like that. Like it tastes better when I microwave it because it stays like juicier. But like my sweet potato and chicken meals, I'll throw that in the pan and I'll just reheat it on the stovetop. Oh my God, that's a game
You're like
changer.
recooking the flavors.
You like recook it, and I'll reseason it a little bit and recook it, and holy shit, it's amazing.
If I had,
It's a game changer.
if I had access to like a stove at my work, I would do that.
Yeah,
But I don't.
it's a game changer if you have the option. Well, even like my prepped at home meals, like I have meals that I have prepped, and I take when I eat them at home, I do the same thing. I heat it up on the stove.
What do you do when you travel? You just take rice meals?
Well, no, I eat it cold or heat it up in the microwave or whatever. But like,
what you did
if I have the option to, I will heat it up on the stove. 100 times out of 100.
100 out of 100.
100 out of 100.
I'm gonna try that. I need to get better at cooking, dude. I suck at cooking, bro.
You know what I did the last
I'm
time?
not good.
That was big. Is I went to Costco and they have those rotisserie chickens, and they're like $5 for the rotisserie chicken. They don't throw anything on there. They literally just take the chicken, throw it on the skewer, and they put it in the cook thing. It's $5. You get a full chicken, and I just took that out, ripped it apart, and used that as the chicken for my meal. It's perfect. I think I got like two pounds of chicken out of it. It took a little bit more effort, but not really actually, because I didn't have to cook anything.
Yeah,
It took,
you just
but like it was a lot of effort to like scrape out all the chicken and like break it apart. But game changer.
I've done that with like Walmart's rotisserie chicken. They're little chickens.
Yeah,
And I was like, oh, this is good. Why can't my? But the problem is like there's a lot more fat in those. I can't just.
Well, that's why I like the Costco one, is because the Costco, it's a big chicken. It's got a lot of breast meat. It's got a lot of white meat on it. There's some dark meat, obviously, but it's only $5. You know,
Yeah,
so and I got basically 2 pounds of chicken out of it.
Which cooks what? Like how many ounces in a pound? Do you know?
16.
16. Okay.
So, yeah.
So
So
if you eat
4 meals basically.
yeah, and
For $5.
Yeah. Unless you eat 8
That's
ounces.
a steal. That is.
Oh yeah, that's 4 meals.
It is 4 meals.
I was thinking of 4 ounce
That
meals.
math though.
Oh, that's
4 ounce meals, dude. You're getting like,
You're getting a lot. You're getting like a
lot
whole
of-
week
yeah.
of food.
and it's $5.
3 days.
So people are like, "Oh, I can't afford to eat healthy." Fuck you, dude.
No, you for sure can. Dude.
You can That's another thing that I want to talk about is I saw somebody on Twitter and they were bitching about not being able to afford to eat healthy. They're like,
You for sure can.
They're like, it's so expensive to eat healthy.
No, it's not.
It's really not. though.
Super not.
It's not.
8 breasts, 8 chicken breasts cost me right now $6 at Winco. They're 99 cents a pound.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, they're on sale right now.
99 cents.
So I spent it was like $6.25 for 8 chicken breasts. You know how that makes me enough meals to eat 5 times a day, Monday through Friday.
and
For $6. You go to McDonald's and buy a large fry and a drink for that much.
and then you can get a 20-pound bag of jasmine rice at Walmart for $17.
Yeah. So you just spent like $30.
And that 20-pound bag of rice will last you weeks.
dude, it lasts.
It'll last you a while.
So for basically $30, you have rice that'll last you for a month and chicken that'll last you for an entire week.
Well, for $30, you could get 2 weeks worth of chicken and basically 2.5, 3 weeks of rice.
And if you spend only $30 in chicken, you're eating for like a whole fucking month, dude.
But
For
yeah,
$30 a month, you could eat every single day.
But yeah, that, and then the veggies, I will give you that. They are a little bit more expensive.
Not
But
Winco's,
not
dude.
my much. You can get a big ass. I got 3-pound bag of spinach at Costco for $5.
I get like 2
And
pound.
I take a lot of that. That lasts me an entire fucking week. $5 for an entire week of spinach, and I use it twice a day. Big ass handfuls in my eggs.
Yeah, do you cook them in the pan?
Yeah. It's boom. And then I bought a big ass bag of broccoli, frozen broccoli, for $7. It's 4 pounds of broccoli.
Oh, wow.
That lasts me an entire week for the most part. So boom. That's $10 on, or $12 on veggies. You're good.
So add that on top of the 30. That's like $50, 40.
And that's yeah. Then you can, even with, if let's say your budget's $50,
dude,
you can get a 10-pound bag of rice for about like $8. You can get the chicken breast for $6. So what is that? $16? Or no, $14.
6 plus 10.
6 plus 8.
What did you say? For
10-pound bag of rice for about
$8.
$8.
Yeah.
So it's $14. Then add in the spinach. That's another $5. So $19. Add in the broccoli. That's $7. So it's $26.
Half your budget, basically.
Boom. Get a couple cartons of eggs. That's like $6 for like 40 eggs or
5
something.
dozen.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can get the big ass cartons of
The
eggs. Yeah, for like $8. So we'll say you did that. So that's $34, $32,
Still below your budget.
$34.
And those eggs will last you for
Yeah.
a while.
Let's take $10 of that and dedicate that to condiments and spices and whatever. It'll last you way more than a week.
Yeah. You're telling me you can't afford that?
And then a thing of oatmeal, $2.50 for a big ass, whatever.
I bet you
carton.
I bet you look into what you spend $50 on. That's outside of like a necessity, and I bet you'll come back to me with McDonald's or Carl's Jr., Panda Express, Olive Garden.
I eat a lot of food, right? And I splurge a lot, and I get a lot of things that I don't necessarily have to cook, right? And I spend like $120 a week. That's it. I get a lot of food. Right? It's $120 a week though, but I eat a lot of fucking food, and a lot of that I could probably make way cheaper, right? So like $100 a week. That's not that much on food.
It's really not. If you care, it's really not.
Well, even if you're just making an effort, like I could make that cheaper if I went to different stores, or if I got like generic brand stuff, or if I got stuff that wasn't pre-cooked in some regards, you know what I mean? Like I could make that cheaper if I wanted to, but I don't. But like people that say it's too expensive to eat healthy, if you shop around, like I go to 3 different stores. I go to Costco, Walmart, and Fred Meyer. I go to 3 different stores. I buy different things at different stores because I know it's cheaper. Right? You go to different stores, you go to a farmer's market, like there's ways to make this shit cheaper. Don't give me that shit about, it's too expensive.
It's really not.
It's not too expensive. You're making another fucking excuse.
Stop making excuses.
You know why it's too expensive?
Because you're a pussy.
Well, not. You know why it's too expensive? It's too expensive because your little whiny ass refuses to eat the same thing every day. And you're like, it needs to be tasty. It needs to have this. Like, instead of taking the effort to make the shit that you bought, like that, buy that chicken breast, buy that rice, and make that tastier by cooking it correctly and taking the time to cook it, instead of being lazy and just throwing it in the fucking oven and not seasoning it or whatever. Like, if you don't cook it correctly, it's not going to taste good. But you could take me in there and I could cook up some chicken breast, some bare ass chicken breast, and broccoli and rice, and it'll taste all right.
Yeah,
right.
It won't taste that bad.
It won't taste amazing because you're not going to season it. But,
Chef Mooney.
But like, it's just because you're too lazy to take the time. Like, you can make that shit taste good.
Most people are too lazy.
Most people are too lazy to take the time to make it taste good. So it doesn't taste good to them, And so by there, it's not sustainable. And so they have to buy other stuff. And they're like, oh, it's too expensive to eat healthy. No, it's not.
Stop being a hoe. Hashtag don't be a hoe.
We should make a video about that. Going shopping. Maybe we'll do that. Make a video going shopping.
We could
show you that it's not that fucking expensive.
We could do it easy. Easy, guys.
Easy peasy.
Easy.
Yeah.
Money.
What else were we going to talk about?
I don't know, dude. We start
We
talking.
were going to talk about Game of Thrones. Ended last week.
I don't watch Game of Thrones, so
How
Mooney will
come you
have to
haven't
film
started
it.
watching it, bro?
Just haven't thought about it.
I told you to watch it.
I know.
Well, now it's too late.
Do they have it on Netflix?
No, it's on HBO.
I don't have HBO. I'm not gonna pay for it.
You get a free trial, 30 days. Knock it out
Ooh,
in 30
that's
days.
enough. That is enough time.
Yeah.
Hopefully, they're all like 45-minute episodes.
Yeah, like 45 minutes. It's like 60-something hours.
So I could just watch. I could start tomorrow, and I could just watch all day long, and then watch Saturday morning.
Yeah.
There you go.
Boom,
Productive day.
Boom, boom. But people are pissed about the episode, the finale.
I see memes about it.
It's hilarious to me that people are upset.
A lot of snowflakes out there.
Well, it's just funny that it's like we're in that culture now where like everyone, like if you don't do something that everybody wants, like they feel personally offended and they feel like I'll give you an example. All right. So one of the main characters, Daenerys.
Spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't
Spoiler
seen it.
alert. Daenerys, right? Mm-hmm. She ends up not being a great person in the final season. And people are like pissed because they're like, oh, Team Daenerys. Like they're all about her. Mm-hmm. Like for the last 7 seasons. They're like, oh man.
And now she's like
kind of like becoming evil-ish. Mm-hmm. And people are upset because they're Team Daenerys and they didn't want her to go bad and they didn't see why she went bad. And so like they want them to redo the whole fucking season and write it differently because they don't like how it ended up.
Dude, suck a dick.
It's just like, what makes you guys think you're entitled to? That's like, okay, I'm reading this book, right? Let's say I'm reading a book. Oh, I don't like the ending, or I don't like this character's name, and I write the author like, hey, you need to change this dude's name because I don't like it. And I also don't like how you're ending this. Like, I don't like where the story's going, so change that too. It's like,
who do you think you are?
No, bro. He wrote that. If you don't like the fucking ending, write your own goddamn show.
Yeah. Make your
Come
own
up with your own fucking Game of Thrones.
Call it Game of
Sucky. Because your fucking opinion sucks.
Game of Sucky. I'd watch that. That sounds like
a Pornhub version.
Like Pornhub. Game of Sucky. I've never seen one episode of Game of Thrones, so I don't even know how that could be a porn.
I'm sure there is one. Game of Dicks. Who's gonna sit on the iron dildo?
Dude, our last like couple episodes of just you and me have always gone towards like porn.
Just dildos and porn.
Shout out to everyone who likes that stuff. Who likes the iron dildo. The throne of dick.
Who's gonna claim the iron dildo? But yeah, it's like, if you don't like the fucking ending, who fucking cares, bro?
Yeah.
There's a lot of movies I've seen that I was like, oh man, I didn't like the ending. Okay. They didn't make it for me. They didn't write that like, oh, I hope James likes this ending.
Like Avengers Endgame?
Yeah. Oh, I haven't seen that.
I haven't either.
I'm about to see that on Monday, though. When Chrissy finally lets me go to the movies.
Is she going to go with you?
Yeah. I haven't been allowed to go to the movies because
snacks.
Because she's obsessed with popcorn. And so she doesn't want to put herself in that situation. So we're going to have popcorn on Monday.
Get you a girl who hates popcorn, bro.
Bro, I miss the movies. I fucking love going to the movies.
Me too. It's like one of my favorite things to do. Which is weird because you're just sitting.
Do you go to the movies by yourself ever?
No, I've never tried to.
See,
I wonder if I'd enjoy it.
People get weirded out about. It's weird that going to the movies has become such a thing that like if you tell somebody, hey, I'm going to the movies. Oh, who are you going with? Oh, I'm going by myself. It's like they look at you like
It is weird. I don't know.
Like, why does it? Why is that weird?
I don't know. It's just like I think of like there's not one person you know who would want to maybe go.
You don't have.
you.
Oh, I'm sorry. You don't have any friends.
Sorry, you're a lonely sack of shit.
I don't know. It's so weird. Like Chrissy had never gone to the movies by herself before. I think she went like last year or something by herself. It was like the first thing. It was like on her bucket list because like she was always scared to go to the movies by herself.
Yeah, I feel like people are looking like everyone would.
Well, yeah, well that's what I mean. Like that like stigma of oh man, like I wonder where her friends are, and then like the movie's getting closer. Like nobody's sitting next to her. What a weirdo.
Just you're watching a movie by yourself.
I love going to the movies. And I will go by myself. I actually enjoy going to the movies by myself. As weird as that is.
I would probably like going to Tinseltown by myself.
I used to work at a movie. Okay. Like
really?
I love the movies. When I was in high school, I worked at a movie theater. And it was like my favorite fucking job. Because I could go to the movies whenever I wanted. I got free popcorn. I got free drinks, free slushies.
Oh, bro. You're saving like fucking $40.
Yeah, dude. Like when I went on a date in high school, I was like, psh, free popcorn,
whatever
free
you
slushy.
want, girl.
Just don't grab any of that bulk candy because that shit's not free. But
I don't get paid enough.
You want some kettle corn? We got that too.
Dude, kettle corn? Yes.
Kettle corn's money. I used to make really good kettle corn too when I was.
How do you make kettle corn?
Well, when I was working at the movies, like you got to mix the sugars and cook it right.
Sugar, spice, and everything, right?
But yeah, so when I worked there. I didn't work on Sundays. And so Sundays, lame ass James would go to the movies. I'd get there at, I think the first showing was at like 9:30 a.m. I would get there at like 9:30, get my free popcorn, get my slushie, go sit in a movie that I wanted to see, get out of that movie, go grab some more popcorn, go to another movie. I'd just movie hop all day on Sunday. I'd see like 3 or 4 movies, and then I'd go home. And I do it all by myself.
That's so sick.
And I enjoy
working at a theater.
It was like relaxing cause I don't know. It's just sitting in a comfy chair, like Sunday, like nobody was in the fucking theater at like 9:30 a.m. Like I'm basically just me. I don't know. It's just relaxing.
I don't work at a movie. Maybe I'll get a part-time job at a movie.
No, don't do that. Although it'd be way cheaper. I feel like if you work there.
People will be like, dude, why do you theater?
I work here 3 hours a week, dude, just for the free movies.
I'm like, literally, I can see any movie I want for free. Ask me again why I work here.
Ask me how much money a year I save.
Probably a lot.
Yeah, dude.
If you are a moviegoer.
Yeah, 100%.
If you're not, then it doesn't matter. But I'm always like, anytime I'm bored or I'm like, what should we do today? I'm like, babe, look up if there's any movies going.
Oh yeah,
like Kaya is my Siri. I'm just like, babe, look up any.
What's
good
playing?
Yeah, I'm gonna, babe, what's playing? And she's like, this movie is playing at this time. I'm like, you want to go see it? She's like, no. I was like, okay.
Like, what's that about? Read me the description.
Yeah, I'm like, babe, description.
Who's in there? What's the Rotten Tomatoes score?
And she will too. No, she's great. She is a good Siri.
Shouts out to Kaya.
Yeah, shout out to you, babe, for always coming through when I need the info. I'm like, check reservations at Olive Garden. She's just like on it. Dude, it's great.
Boom. Personal assistant, basically.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
We're about to have Kingston do all that for us, dude.
Boom. You got to train him. Train him young.
Oh.
And he has to be good at Google. You got to get him good at Google.
Oh, he'll be tech savvy. Not too tech savvy. Technology destroys kids.
Yeah. You don't want him watching that porn.
I don't. There's too much nasty.
Desensitize him.
There's too much nasty shit out there for him to be watching porn.
Yeah.
It's a lot of nasty
Kids are
shit.
weird now because of all the porn.
Look at weird shit. Tentacle porn.
Yeah. I don't even know what that is, but
It's like Japanese stuff, I think. Japanese porn is weird.
you know what else is weird? Like the fucking the cartoon ones.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever that's called.
I don't know what it's called. Oh, hentai?
Hentai? Hentai.
Hentai.
That shit's weird, bro.
Yeah. Why? Who? Like, people make that. Like you draw.
It's one thing to draw, watch it, but like, who the fuck is drawing? Like, I gotta draw extra splooge over here.
Yeah, like the artist who draws that, I'm like, so how do you explain that as a job? Like, it's one thing to say you're in like the adult film industry or like a director or whatever, but it's another thing to be like, I draw characters fucking each other.
Yeah,
like that's my job.
Oh, I'm in porn. Oh, really? You like star in it? No, I draw characters.
I
draw the Simpsons having sex.
Dude, it's always like the ad. It always pops up. I'm like, no, I don't want to watch Marge.
Why are you assuming that I'm a fucking weirdo?
Yeah, I'm always like, what is this?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know.
And anyone out there, don't act like you don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Would you rather be the dude that draws porn or like the camera guy? They're both fucking weird, dude.
You gotta zoom in on dick and stuff. You're like, hold on, bro. Just perfect. I always think of Zach and Miri made a porno when she shits on him, like right on his face, when he's like underneath.
Oh, I forgot about that scene.
They're like doing anal and he's like right underneath and she's just like just all over. I wonder how much you get paid to be a camera guy.
Probably not much, dude.
Probably like minimum wage.
Yeah, you're not paying the bills, bro. And you're just, I don't know.
It's a weird job. That is a weird job. I'd rather be a director. I can think of all kinds of cool shit.
That's weird too, though.
Depends on your.
Well, I guess maybe if you're actually directing like one of the porns with like story.
You're like, okay, the pizza guy, you're gonna walk in. She's gonna grab your sausage pizza, extra large,
and she's gonna be like, "This looks undercooked,"
and then she's gonna cook it with her mouth.
No, I'm talking about like legitimately like a movie, like not just like, oh, pizza guy walks in, starts banging the housewife. I'm talking about like, I don't know, having an actual story, like the Skinamax ones. You ever watch those back in the day with the blurry ass fucking like snow, like watching it through the static?
Maybe
it was like they were like fucking Hallmark movies, but dudes were like having like. It was like softcore. Like there was no like.
I remember watching like HBO late night. They have like.
Is that still a thing?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't have to hide it, Jay.
I don't have HBO, so I can't.
That's right, you don't.
Yeah.
I'll check. I don't think I can't imagine who watches that.
They had like a bunch of rip-offs like. The devil, instead of like the devil wears Prada, there was like the devil wears Nada. And there was like
see, that would be a fun job, right?
Gridiron gangbang.
That'd be a fun. See, coming up with porno titles would be funny.
Be the person who names
like punny titles.
I'm trying to think right now of porn puns.
This conversation is fucking degenerated, right?
Motivational.
It started out motivational. It's turned into fucking porn titles.
Porn titles.
Fuck. Anyway,
I can't think of any porn puns.
You can't put me on the spot like that.
What were we talking about before? We were talking about porn.
Movies. Going to the movie solo.
That sparked.
I went to the movie solo not too long ago. Chrissy was out of town.
What'd you see?
Actually, it was a while ago now that I think about it because it was like one of the Alien movies. So maybe like a year or so ago.
That was a while ago.
Chrissy went out of town and I was like, I'm going to the movies. I haven't gone to the movies in a while.
Yeah.
Usually Chrissy goes with me. She likes it too. It's just, it's like weirdly relaxing.
Yeah. Dude, that's why I like Tinseltown. They have the recliners and the heated seats. And it costs the same. Yeah.
I haven't been to Tinseltown.
If you're willing to drive to Medford, you'll be fine.
I want to go to one of those theaters where they actually serve you food.
Yeah, when I was living in Vancouver, there was the mall there, which is a badass mall. They built a Cinetopia, what's called a Cinetopia, and it's like this huge theater that had that. They had like one of them was a bar. They had like different themed rooms, and one of them was like you sit at like each seat had a bench. and each bench had like a menu, and you could order like alcohol and food, and just like eat and watch movies.
Do you order it while the movie's going on?
I don't know because I never because it was extra.
Because that shit would be annoying.
And then they had ones with like vibrating seats and like seats that like moved, and then they had like ones that were like a couch, like a recliner,
sick.
like Tinseltown.
That sounds nice.
It was really
See,
cool.
it sounds good in practice, but like we were just talking about how we hate listening to people eat.
But the movie's playing. You
I
probably
know.
wouldn't hear.
I don't know, dude.
That's true. Yeah, because imagine how loud.
Because I hear people fucking chomping down on popcorn, and I'm like 2 rows over, and I'm like, chill, bro. I'm trying to listen to The Rock talk. And I'm like, you're a dumbass.
The Rock is usually
Getting
not saying-
fat.
saying much.
He's not saying anything worthwhile normally.
He's usually just like, I'm gonna save everything.
I was watching the Skyscraper movie.
Was it good?
Oh, it's hot garbage, bro.
It looked
Hot trash.
like
So bad.
It looked like shit.
It was awful. Like,
Shitty, dude.
I was literally sitting there, like, I turned it off, first off. Like, I made it like 80% of the way through the movie. I was just like, I can't take it anymore. Turned it off. But it was one of those movies where it's like, this is literally, people are only going to see this because of The Rock. Like, The Rock could put out a fucking movie where he's just standing in front of the camera, raising his eyebrow, putting his eyebrow down for an hour and a half.
Millions.
Millions of people go to that movie just because The Rock is in it.
The Rock could do anything, and people would do.
Literally.
anything
Because
The Rock does, I wanna
Skyscraper sucks. It is trash, dude. I was embarrassed for him. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Didn't he jumps out of in the trailer? He jumps out of like one of those big tower things into
Yeah.
the skyscraper. I'm just like,
Well, you knew it was going to be bad. Like, just looking at the preview, I was like, oh, this is going to be bad. But, like, Jumanji was good. He was good in Jumanji.
was dope.
That Rampage movie was not that great, but it wasn't terrible. It wasn't great. But it was just like,
Race to Witch Mountain was trash.
dude, that's old Rock. You can't compare old Rock.
That's true. Well, Old Rock made good movies. Walking Tall,
Walking Tall was good.
The Rundown.
The Rundown, Sean William Scott. My dude.
Why doesn't he do movies anymore?
Stifler.
The Stiffmeister needs to make a
Stiffmeister
comeback.
needs to make. I think he did. I think he gained weight. I think I saw a Netflix movie that he was in. Like, I didn't see it, but like I saw.
Dude, he used to be jacked.
The Stiffmeister
In
used
the
to
newest
pull.
bitches.
Yeah, 100%, dude.
In the newest American Pie, which is now old,
Yeah, that's an old movie now, dude.
but the newest one where like American Pie reunion, Stifler's like jacked. Like he was like all adults and shit.
Yeah, but yeah, he used to make good movies, but he also didn't make good movies. He made that, what is it, Tooth Fairy movie?
That movie wasn't. That was.
And he
good.
made the one where he was the football player.
Game
Plan.
Tooth Fairy.
He
Game
made
Plan.
some bad movies.
But then like Gridiron Gang.
Gridiron Gang was good. Jumanji was good. I'm trying to think of other Rock movies that he's in.
When he was in Pain and Gain.
Oh, Pain and Gain, Fast and
His
Furious.
introduction into the Fast and the Furious franchise.
I'm interested to see how the
Hobbs
new
and
one,
Shaw.
the Hobbs one, is.
Looks pretty cheesy. Looks
It's gonna be
nothing,
super cheesy.
Has nothing to do with the Fast and the Furious. Yeah. People are like upset.
The Rock
about
can do
that.
whatever, though.
He's The Rock.
I would like to see him do like a movie where he's not the star.
Did you know his stunt man, the dude who does his
It's
stunts?
his cousin.
Well, yeah, he's his cousin, but also he was on American Gladiator.
Yeah. I remember. Toa. He was like the worst American Gladiator.
Yeah, he was not good.
And he like barely was on the show, I feel like.
It was all about like Wolf
And
Titan.
Titan. And then there was a chick too, Gina Carano, the MMA fighter.
Oh, yeah.
I forget what her name was.
Oh yeah,
I forget what her shit was.
she's cool.
I wonder what Wolf is doing.
Dude, probably drinking straight out of the Jack Daniels bottle.
I feel like he drives a Harley and drinks Jack Daniels.
and smokes.
But
He's like Wolverine.
the sad thing is he probably doesn't. He probably is super weird, dude. He's probably not anything like his character.
I wonder what he looks. I want to see. I want to look at what he looks like. What is his name?
I don't know.
Should I just type in Wolf? See what comes up.
Wolf, American Gladiators.
Well, all that came up was Wolf. An actual wolf.
Well, see, so don't teach your son how to be good at Google because you are not good at Google either. It's just like American traditional tattoo. Gladiator.
Wolfman. Don Hollywood Yates.
His name is Hollywood?
Yeah.
Hey.
Wolf competed in
You know who he looks like?
Who?
He looks like a version of Ben Stiller's character from Dodgeball.
He does.
He's like
Especially in this picture.
yeah, that's what I mean. He is literally Ben Stiller from Dodgeball's like older brother.
That's crazy. His name's Don Yates because Tech Nine's name is Aaron Dantes Yates. His middle name is Don Yates.
I wonder if they're related.
So yeah, Don Hollywood Yates, 6'4", 200.
Oh, he's been in some movies. Not anything. Yeah, he's not.
His grandfather owned several nightclubs during the time Wolf was growing up.
Yeah, he hasn't been in anything that hasn't been made for TV. So, oh well. Anyway, that was a good show. I miss American Gladiator.
Dude, that show was sick.
That's kind of what I thought the Titan Games was going to be when it came out.
I know.
Taking it back to The Rock.
See The Rock,
Dude, The Rock could run for president.
Hey, I thought he was going to.
And he would win.
Well, it's between him and Ye. You ain't got the answer, Sway.
Dude, The Rock would win.
He's The Rock.
He's
The Rock.
Too many people don't like Kanye West. Even racist ass fucking dudes like The Rock, I feel like.
Yeah, tell me someone who doesn't, just flat out does not.
Unless they were Stone Cold fans growing up. In which case,
even then,
they'd be like, oh, there, that Rock.
I like Stone Cold.
Yeah.
But The Rock,
dude. I feel like even dudes in the KKK would probably vote for The Rock.
Probably.
They'd be like, he's just tan.
Edward Norton from American History X would vote for The Rock.
Yeah. I'd vote for him. Probably.
I wish I was The Rock.
Well, you're related to him, so hit that motherfucker up.
I know, I should.
So we can get him on the podcast.
Just send him a text. Like, hey, Uncle DJ, cousin.
Your cousin?
Not my uncle, yeah. First cousin, I think.
First cousin?
I think so.
So you guys couldn't marry each other. So that's good.
Yeah.
That's close.
That's
close enough to be like, hey.
It's close enough to matter, yeah.
Yeah.
I think first cousin.
Shoot him a DM.
I did.
He didn't open it, did he?
No.
Dude, I don't get why people.
Well, he's got
a lot.
And he's actually busy. It's not like he has like 10,000 followers.
You think he'd have somebody that would just go through his DMs and be like, hey, check this out.
Imagine.
He probably just doesn't care, though.
Yeah,
honestly.
but also imagine how. Plus, I mean, that's super informal.
We'll just go through it. Hey, look through it, see if there's anything good in there. Don't leave anybody on red, though.
I need to go through our family history and see where like we connect, and then like show him,
shoot him an email,
and be like, "Hey, dude, this is real." But what if I found out we weren't related? Then I'd be all bummed. I'd be like, everyone lied to me.
Or what if you found out you guys were related, and he's like, "Hey, Jay, come on down to LA and hang out with me for the weekend."
And I was like,
kind of busy right now.
I was like,
let me check my schedule, bro.
Let me check my schedule, The Rock. I just address him as
just
The Rock.
Call him The Rock all the time.
He's like, what are you up to today? I was like, oh, not much, The Rock.
He's like, you can call me Dwayne. He's like,
He's like, you can call me Cousin DJ.
Okay, The Rock.
Okay, The Rock, thanks.
He just gets super angry with you.
I wonder how he places...
Rock bottoms you right there. He's like, fuck this dude.
Dude, I wonder, like, when he places, like, an order somewhere, they're like, oh, name? I wonder if he's like The Rock.
He doesn't place orders. People place orders for him.
That's true. He's like becoming.
He
like
can't
Chuck
go.
Norris.
He can't go anywhere.
He's becoming like Chuck Norris.
He literally can't go anywhere.
He's way too recognizable.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
6'5",
you can't call in to Domino's and be like, "Hey, dude, I want a pizza. I'll be down in 5 minutes to pick it up." He walks in there and he's going to spend an hour taking photos with everybody.
Because
Who has the time for that shit?
The Rock.
No, he doesn't.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. Yeah. Shout out to Kevin Hart and The Rock. Future guests of Not for the Week.
Yeah.
If you put it out there in the ethos, it'll come back.
Put it in the Twitter sphere.
We make it known verbally, it will happen. I don't like what I did with my hands there.
That's gonna be his posing. When you put, are you doing classic? No, you're doing physique. Men's bikini.
My glutes are not striated enough for classic.
Damn, non-striated glutes. Either are mine. It's okay.
Yeah, it sucks.
I'm in shape for sumo wrestling though.
Hey, there you go.
Prepping for that.
Boom. Well, what do you think, dude? Well, we should call it there.
Yeah, we've been on for 7,000 hours.
Now we're just rambling. People aren't even fucking listening right now, probably.
Who's listening? Raise your hand. Oh, I see you back there.
Hit that like button if you're still listening. Hey.
No likes. Like, oh, no one listened.
Dislike.
Dislike. No.
He did specify. Yeah. All right, guys. We're gonna have some guests coming up in the next couple weeks. Some good ones. It'll be fun.
It'll be litty. It'll be titty. And it won't be shitty.
It'll be litty fucking titty. Hopefully you guys are having an awesome Memorial Day with the fam, barbecuing, grilling, celebrating America.
Grilling, chilling, killing.
Eat some fucking steak.
Eat some pig
Drink
ass.
some goddamn beer.
America.
America.
And remember, when you got horses in the back, you got horses in the back.
Hey.
Dude, I've been listening to that song more and more.
I
just don't like it.
I don't like Lil Nas X's part.
I don't either. Best part of the whole song. Riding down Rodeo in my Maserati sports car.
Hey.
That's going to be in my fucking Instagram bio.
That's an Instagram bio right there.
That's literally a caption.
That's a
to my
tweet
next
right
one.
there.
Dude, I'm going to tweet that right now.
You need a Maserati, though. You can't tweet that in fucking...
I'm just going to... What? They're like, are you driving Xterra, sir?
That's for sure not a Maserati.
I'm like, it's the older version, the SUV.
This is the new concept car.
Yeah, they're like, it looks old as shit. It's not.
It says Xterra on it.
I'm like, yeah, that's Latin for Maserati. They're like, Maserati's actually Italian.
So there's that.
So,
all right, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for checking out the podcast. Make sure you guys tell a friend. Happy Memorial Day. Stay safe, my friends.
Peace.